And this is never a good sign down at the ramp. If you're down there and you happen to see a U-Haul pickup truck pull up with a classic, well, that's not the right term, an older Bayliner, because I'm not sure that there is a such thing as a classic Bayliner, at the ramp, you're probably about to witness something special. Kind of like you guys are right now. But it'll be interesting to see. If you can't tell, they're not moving all that fast. These guys are definitely new boaters. And don't be wrong, we've all had to learn somewhere. But on a Saturday at the boat ramp, probably not the best spot. But welcome back, guys, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, in collaboration with our boy Wavy Boats. And it's another Wavy Guru Productions back down here at Boynton. And we're probably going to have to fast forward this one on you guys, because I got a feeling this is going to take a while. Now our crew's gotten themselves into a little bit of a pickle, though, as they are definitely they're too close to the ramp. So my man here on the dock is trying to walk his wife through this, but they're just not getting very far with it. I mean, really, they've got to get the rear of this truck further over. So she's stepping out of the truck to try and assess the situation a little bit, but it's just not good. They've just pinned themselves down, and she really would hate to start over, because we're at like minute 9, and this is where we've gotten in 9 minutes. To start over would be absolutely devastating for this couple. So we've gotten back in the truck, and we're going to still try and attempt this, but as you can tell, they're still not in a better spot at all. I mean, she's right on top of the ramp with that rear tire, and we are now pushing close to 14 minutes since they first started trying to pack this trailer down. That's just an astronomical amount of time down here at the boat ramp. And don't get me wrong, once again, everybody's got to learn somewhere, but this is a Saturday down here at Boynton. It's busy. I mean, you can see the parking lot behind them. Come down on a Wednesday. Go to a Walmart parking lot at 6 a.m. on a Sunday and start learning how to back the trailer up. Don't get me wrong, they've got a U-Haul rental truck, which probably means they're going to have a little more difficult time with that too, because that tells me they probably don't own a tow vehicle. But man, this has just been brutal to watch. And I'm estimating right now we're on close to a 30-minute pace to get this boat into the water. It's going to be close. It really is. And I'll tell you what, the boat ramp down here at Boynton just never disappoints, because now we're going to add more to this, as the truck on the left-hand side here can't get off the ramp either. Our crew on the right-hand side can't get off the ramp for a completely different reason. But their situation's gone from bad to worse as well, as we were running the truck into the ramp, and now we are backing the boat into the ramp, as you can see here. This right here is just one of those situations where I happen to catch them beautifully, because they're both on the same ramp as well. Usually we'd have to focus on one of these two, but we're going to give them both to you guys today. But she's going to back right into the dock again. This one's frustrating. And our crew on the right definitely needs some help. The crew on the left needs some help as well, though, too. I mean, they're just spinning and smoking tires trying to get this thing up. They're going to have to get some weight on the rear of that truck, or somebody's going to have to come over here and hook a tow strap up and try and pull them out. But, man, we just keep doing the same thing over and over again on the right-hand side. I think this is the third time we've now pushed the boat into the dock. So, and we all know that definition of insanity, and they are kind of capitalizing it. And for a minute there, I thought she was heading right back into it again. She's kind of got herself turned the right direction this time. Let's see if we can make a little ground on getting this thing down there. But the reality is she's so close to this dock. Oh, she's going to push it into the dock again. She almost needs to start this one over. And we're at minute, I think 21 or 22 right now of this happening. So starting over just seems like an impossible thought for this crew probably, but she's gonna, there we go, you're gonna have to give yourself a little room to work. And it looks like we've got somebody coming over to possibly offer assistance over here on the right as well. And he's talking to, I'm assuming, what would be the would-be captain of this vessel. And he's trying to give some hand signals to Wifey, who's trying to back this thing down. And he's making her pull out. I hope he knows that that was 20 minutes worth of work erased right there. So hopefully he can help her out a little bit. I'm wondering if he's asking if he can do it, if she would like him to do it. And it appears that help's being denied, actually. I mean, maybe she just said, hey, I got to learn how to do it at some point in time anyway. But it looks like he's being called over to this other truck, though. I think he's with this crew on the left who can't get off the ramp. So we're going to add a little weight to the rear of this thing. I'm assuming our guy that's on the left dock here now is going to jump in as well. Husband's up on the right giving his wife a pep talk on trying to get this thing back down. I mean, this is craziness going on minute, I guess, probably 24-ish right now, which is just absolute insanity. If you can't get your boat down the ramp in 24 minutes, I mean, it's a tough one. I don't like to bash pick on anybody, and I'm really not picking on these guys because once again, they do got to start somewhere. I really do believe they picked the wrong place and the wrong day to start. So we got the other two guys over on the left, though. They're on the bumper of this truck, and let's see if these two guys are enough weight to get this thing up. And this truck's taking it a little easier this time, so the little extra weight, taking it a little easier, and they're going to successfully pull this one out. Now, somehow, if we can just get our crew over here on the right, a little extra help, and maybe a little extra luck as well. And incredibly, with the assistance of another boater, we actually have some success. I am not lying when I say this. This is minute 29. It took this crew over 28 minutes from the moment they started trying to back this trailer down to get this boat in the water. And it took the assistance of another gentleman, because I have to imagine if he wouldn't have helped out, we might be going for quite some time still. But I'm hoping that our driver learned a little bit here while she was doing this, and maybe the reapproach on this won't be so bad when they have to come pull this boat out. But it was definitely an interesting scene down here for sure. And the crazy part that I always find on this is if the husband never jumped in this truck and took over or offered to help, one of two things happened. Wifey really wanted to learn, and he's got the most incredible amount of patience of anybody I've ever met. But my second guess is probably more accurate. It means that she was the more likely one to be able to get the trailer down the ramp. In other words, he was going to probably have a more difficulty or more of a struggle trying to do it than even she had. But you know what? In the end, she landed it successfully. And now we're on to the rest of the adventures here. So that will be getting their boat off the trailer, seeing if our luxury classic bayliner here will even start. I have my doubts, of course, on that as well. And then, of course, seeing how they operated out in the water, and if they stay in the channel or if they decide they're going to go ahead and try and shortcut it and just go ahead and hit the dock blocker while they're out there. You'll have to stay tuned to witness more, because that's all I can give you on this one. I'm spent. After 28 minutes, they're spent, and we're going to get out of here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we've got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet in Miami, Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.